Hi guys, welcome back to Griffin's Gaming Guide. Today we're going to review Call of Duty Vanguard. Now the latest entry in the never-ending saga that is Call of Duty, released on the 5th of November 2021 for PS5, PS4, the Xboxes and PC via battle.net. Price at launch was 60 quid. It's been developed by Sledgehammer Games, published by Activision, and it's obviously a first-person shooter. Now, Call of Duty Vanguard is comprised of 3 separate game modes, them being campaign, multiplayer and zombies. The campaign, once you have downloaded both packs from the store, yeah that's right, after you've installed the game on your hard drive on whatever system it is that you're playing it on, you'll then need to go onto your respective stores and then download the campaign. Kind of makes me question why we even need a disc when we need to go on and just download the campaign anyway. What else is on the disc? But either way, once you've downloaded it, it will then see you go through the tail end of World War II as part of a special task force as you attempt to put an end to a fictional element of the Third Reich, obviously under Hitler's rule. Now, the campaign sees you go through the usual Call of Duty over-the-top sequences on a variety of difficulties, allowing you to interact with the environment more than any previous entry in the series. Multiplayer gives you the usual rapid fighting in small type maps, utilising a variety of weapons, kill streaks and tactics to take the enemy down. And then we have Zombies mode, which makes a return, but to be honest, it's a little bit lacklustre. We'll get to that in a little while. It kind of sees you go through the areas in a new hub-style setting, where you go through and complete either time the collection or escort objectives before you can then ultimately exfil out to safety. So if you're a fan of Call of Duty games, then you will be happy with what you have on offer here, with a good length campaign that's engaging for the most part, and has plenty of action along the way. And it's nice to see as well in the Call of Duty game a campaign that isn't just put in there because they think they should, spend 5 minutes developing it and then that's it, move on to the multiplayer, where they know that's where most of the players are going to be. They have actually spent a good amount of time and effort going in and making a solid campaign that feels really good. But like I say, multiplayer is where the majority of players will spend their time in Vanguard, and as long as you're a fan of fast-paced, rapid-fire combat, you're well catered for here. Even though the game is set in World War II, the guns still feel crisp, fire straight and true, and have decent stopping power. The kill streaks are a little bit lacklustre, but they do a job if you can rack up consecutive kills throughout a match. But obviously this is more for skilled players rather than the casuals, who, depending on their skill level, might not even ever get to use a kill streak. Obviously, those of you that know Call of Duty, you're going to know it. You need to rack up consecutive kills in order to build up a certain amount of score that you can then activate a special ability, either, say, a UAV, where you'll have a scout plane go above showing enemy positions on the map, or a Flame Naught, where you're basically an armoured flamethrower-wielding nutcase. But obviously, that's all dependent on your skill level throughout multiplayer. If you die, you lose all score that you've built up. You do keep any kill streaks that you've already accrued, but say like you're 1 kill away from getting a really, really powerful kill streak and then you die, tough luck, try again next time. And the online connections in multiplayer are really, really solid. I've played well over 100 matches now and I haven't had any dropouts, barely any lag. It's been really, really solid. And obviously it is a Call of Duty multiplayer, so you are always going to get it where you're playing other players online, where you see an enemy, you fire at them, they've already killed you. As you're firing at them, it's purely because they've got a much faster connection wherever they're based than whatever one you're playing off. But they do try and balance it out for the most part. If someone's running a super high-speed fibre, maximum level broadband, wherever they might be, business line type of thing, and then you're sitting in the middle of nowhere with your tiny little broadband kind of dial-up connection, they're always going to outpace you. But considering the Call of Duty series has been going for 18 years, they have done a pretty good job of smoothing this one out. But what's not so good in multiplayer is the lack of modes. In old Call of Duties, you used to be able to go in and say do kill confirm, domination, capture the flag. It seems now that most of the game modes are kind of on a rotation, or they just don't appear at all. You can't go into a private match and find all of the, like I say, kill confirm, capture the flag type of modes. The old kind of Call of Duty multiplayer modes that seem to be fan favourites, but they just seem to be left out of public lobbies here, and I can't understand why. For the most part, it seems to be team deathmatches or kind of bigger team deathmatches. You can do like 16, 32 player blitz, where you got obviously a massive amount of players on the map, loads of kills going on left, right and centre, but for those focused game modes that people used to really enjoy, it's team deathmatch or not much else, to be honest. Right then, let's have a little talk about zombies, which for me feels like it's been put in the game because it should be there and feels rushed, weak, and ultimately it seems like someone forgot about the zombies mode and then threw something together at the 11th hour. Now, rather than unending waves of zombies that come after you in an unrelenting manner, Vanguard zombies mill around the area, only coming after you when antagonised for the most part, but the main problem I have is the main content of the mode is locked behind portals which take you to other sections of the main area, which then become locked off behind these kind of ethereal barriers, blocking you from exiting until that particular game mode is complete. Now, the three main game modes that you have in zombies are Harvest, where you need to go around collecting rune stones and then take them to the Sin Eater to be able to kind of move forward through 3 waves, where you're ultimately then going to get taken back to the main area. You've got Transmit, where you have to escort an ethereal skull. Although the skull is never in any danger, the zombies just completely ignore it. You just need to stay close to the skull in the orb, and then it will just basically go through the level. You take down the zombies along the way, and at the end, all the zombies die as soon as the transmit's been completed. It just feels odd for a zombies game. And then we also have Blitz, where you're basically given a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it might be as you make your way through the rounds. Take down every zombie that you find as soon as the timer ticks down. Even if you've got 50 zombies on the map, as soon as that timer hits 0, they all die. You get to go back to the main area. Now, also, another bad point about zombies is the fact that there aren't any weapons that you can procure as you go around the map, which has been a staple of the series since Zombies' debut back in 2008. Now, however, the mystery box is locked in the same place, or you might be able to gain a weapon by smashing crystals, which feels a lot more like Borderlands than it does a Call of Duty Zombies game. As you're making your way around certain areas, I expect in a Call of Duty Zombies to be able to go and spend some of my points that I've accrued and get a better weapon, or just change my weapon initially. Now though, you've got, like I say, either the rare chance of finding a weapon in a crystal, or you can just go to the mystery box and you've got a random chance of getting a separate weapon. It just doesn't feel right. And also, I don't want to sit here just hating on the zombies mode for, hours on end or whatever, but it's just, you never kind of feel in the sense of danger. Providing you go with the shotgun in the Night Legionnaire loadout, you're pretty much sorted. The weapon is incredibly powerful. If you go for anything like an assault rifle, an SMG, anything like that, it's kind of weak. But if you go for a shotgun, there's never been a point in the game where I've run out of ammo. I don't know. I'm expecting better in future series, because this one is probably the weakest entry that there's ever been in a Call of Duty Zombies. They would have probably done a much better thing and just scrapped the mode off altogether. But anyway, down to the audio section, and the campaign's audio is good. The voice actors do a very good job conveying the characters' feelings, which definitely helps with the immersion of the setting. That combined with solid gun sounds, environmental noise, and it's all very well put together in the campaign.
Being allies, I have never come across such an unusual unit.
Kingsley, Arthur, Lieutenant, service number 25232642.
Tell you a story. I have spoken with the Führer on exactly one occasion. He recommended a book to me, The Passing of the Great Race, by an American, a man named Madison Grant. The Führer had nothing but praise for him.
A multiplayer, thankfully, has the option to mute all players before entering a match, which is a godsend for me, as I do get tired in Call of Duty sometimes of the amount of people that want to fuck my mother when they die, and it's nice to shut them all up with one button press. Zombies, it sounds okay, but only okay. You get the same sound effect from years gone by, and I would be surprised if the zombie sounds were done fresh for this entry, and it's just lacking in overall quality, basically.
But there are more to bring down.
I'm coming after you. Off with your head! Should have kept your distance.
I'm not expecting Zombies mode in the Call of Duty game to ever be nominated for an Oscar, a BAFTA, or anything else, any kind of award for intriguing storytelling, or oh, this is the game of the year, it's Call of Duty Zombies, it's the best thing ever. I'm never expecting that, but what I am expecting is a bit better than what we got here. But the guns sound solid and precise, as you'd expect, with every bullet having realistic sound effects for the type of gun it's fired from, and the sound is as good as ever. Reloading the gun gives you all the right sounds in all the right places, whether you're cocking an assault rifle or loading individual rounds into a shotgun. It all just sounds precise and polished. Now, the trophies and achievements in Call of Duty Vanguard are encapsulated within the three main game modes, the obviously campaign, multiplayer and zombies, with the majority of the trophies and achievements being taken up in campaign mode. Now, zombies mode, again, I've got a big issue with a couple of these. It's got two trophies or achievements which just seem obnoxious and force players into playing perhaps a lot longer than they otherwise would have, with you needing to kill 2,500 zombies with a level 3 pack-a-punch weapon, and you also need to kill 10,000 zombies overall, which is just there as far as I'm concerned to push the game time up for completionists rather than having any sort of purpose in game. It's as if they knew that they created a bit of a crap zombies mode and thought, right, what should we do to make sure that we push our playtime up in zombies? Obviously keep all of our back-end staff happy. Shall we, make better game modes? Shall we put in additional maps? Shall we put in additional content? No, we won't do that. We'll just put in the fact that the players who want to get the platinum or 100% of the gamer score need to go in and kill 10,000 zombies. That'll do for them. And to be honest, that sort of trophy, it just pisses off your fan base, because if you want to go in and kill, say, 1,000 zombies, that's fair enough. We can go in and kill 1,000 zombies, not a problem. We can probably do that whilst we're working towards all the other trophies and achievements in the zombies mode itself. Lovely. We might have a few to kill at the end of it, not a problem. But to have to kill 10,000, it's like when a racing game puts in that you need to drive, 50,000 miles or 20,000 miles or whatever it might be in a certain game. It's ridiculous, and it just pisses off, like I say, your player base, and it's not on. I'm honestly getting sick to death of these game companies putting in these lackluster trophies where they've got no imagination and just, let's just give the player a massive grind because we need to push up the playtime. But anyway, enough about all that. Let's go back to the review. So overall, Call of Duty Vanguard is another Call of Duty game. If you're a fan of the series, you'll enjoy it for the most part. If you're looking for a new direction, new ideas, or any innovation really, then look elsewhere, as you're going to struggle to find it in this entry. Now, the online portion of the game, like I mentioned earlier, is solid, well balanced, and I experienced no connection drops, barely any lag, or any other issues, which for a game like this is really nice to see and experience. The campaign is done well, feels good and engaging. It's obviously not going to win an Oscar or anything like that, but it does tell a story well, with decent set pieces throughout. The zombies mode, however, is a letdown. I know I've been saying about it quite a lot in this review. I'm a really big fan of Call of Duty Zombies mode, of obviously entries of the series gone by. This one, though, it would have been better just being left out altogether. It's fine as zombies mode go, but we had fine 10 years ago. It feels like Zombies is going backwards rather than pushing forward on the next-gen platforms. So overall, having taken everything into consideration, and mainly due to those rock-solid online connections, I'm going to award Call of Duty Vanguard a 7 out of 10. I recommend that the developers take a year off from their annual release schedule and really focus on where they need this series to go. Obviously, I completely understand that they'll never take a year off for Call of Duty. The cash train that pushes forward each year for Call of Duty players, it makes Activision far too much money for them to ever consider taking a year off. But for the sake of the player base and loyal fans of the series, I'm expecting much better in future from them. So then guys, that's the Call of Duty Vanguard review done. I do hope that it's helped you out make a better decision on whether or not the game's for you. If we have helped you out, please press the like button. It does help us out a great deal. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the Call of Duty review, if it's helped you out make a better decision on whether or not the game's for you. If you've already picked up a copy, let me know what you think about it down below. We'll have a chat. Also, whilst you're down there, you're going to see a little red button that says subscribe. Give that a click, then press the notification bell next to it. That way you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. You guys look after yourselves, and we'll see you back here at Griffin's Gaming Guides.